North Dakota.
Last time you guys saw us, we were in Wisconsin, and then we crossed into Minnesota, slept at a casino, and we did spend a few nights in Minnesota, but I had a pretty bad headache for a couple days and just didn't really feel like being behind the camera. But we enjoyed our time in Minnesota, and yeah, like she said, we are now in North Dakota.
So after 12 months on the road full time, we have realized that there are some things that we cannot control, and one of those is Mother Nature. We've been battling smoky air, wind, and weather that we just can't control.
Our original goal was to get down to South Dakota and see parts of Mount Rushmore and Badlands National Park, but the temperatures are in the lower 90s, and if we learned anything from our time in Florida is that we don't do very well whenever it's too hot outside. There's no air conditioning on our camper, so that leads us here. We're now at Graham Island State Park on Devil's Lake in North Dakota. It's a huge park. There's tons to explore.
So I think today we're gonna explore through bikes.
Might as well get them out. It's one thing for us to not be able to handle the heat, but we also have to be mindful of the fact that we can't leave Barkley for very long in any sort of hot weather. But figured while we're here, we might as well check some North Dakota things off our list. Alrighty, y'all ready?
Ready.
Here we go. Campground is huge. I think there's like 4 or 5 different loops. Some of them are full hookups with sewer and dump. We're in a primitive area, and then there's this like back woodsy area that's just electric. It's a pretty cool place. One thing we've seen a lot of up here in this northern part of the country are these like ice fishing camper trailers. So I guess they're multi-use, but they drop all the way to the ground. That way you don't have the cold air coming in. And then they've got like ice holes that you can fish from. They're pretty unique, and we've seen them all over, so wanted to point those out to y'all.
Okay, since we are showing you guys the campground, I thought I would give you a little bathroom tour. They have 3 sinks, tons of bathrooms, and 2 showers, which are very spacious. I bet they are very nice. The last one we showered at was cold water. But either way, they are very nice. Let me know what you guys would rate it.
To be honest, the summer is one of our least favorite times of the year to be camping full time because everything else is so busy, which is great to see parks full and all that, but it makes getting reservations and sites places kind of difficult. One thing we really try to do is avoid moving on the weekends, but since we decided to scrap our plans of going to South Dakota, we had to change our route and we had to book sites on Friday night and Saturday night here. So I had to get 2 different campsites, which means we have to move during the day, which very simple with a truck camper, but that's just part of it. We're excited that everybody's out enjoying camping and seeing these parts of the country, but we're excited for the fall because things are going to slow down a little bit. We're starting to have cooler nights, and it's just one of our favorite seasons.
So like Connor said, we did just move sites, and we actually went and bought some ice over at the visitor center because we've been struggling with our fridge. We've always struggled with this fridge. It's just really hard to keep it cold. Hopefully that'll cool it down, and we'll just be hanging out till then.
But for now, it's time for a little cocktail. We've got some cider for Amelia from Duluth, and then I picked up a case of the Spotted Cow beers from Wisconsin. They're really tasty, and it's 5 o'clock, so let's have a good afternoon.
Cheers. Just some editing juice.
Those drinks did not stand a chance. They tasted so good, and they were nice and cold from the bag of ice that we bought earlier. But now it's time to cook some dinner, and we're just going to do a vegetable mix that we're going to saute together. We've got some zucchini, some squash, and I think maybe some pepper, and then we're going to make some pulled pork sandwiches. So it'll be pretty easy, nice and quick, but tasty.
Time to dive in.
That was a really tasty dinner and easy cleanup, so that means we have more time to sit outside, enjoy a fire. It's starting to cool down a little bit, which is really nice. So we're gonna get this going. Just have a nice evening out here. Cheers, guys.
Well, we just finished putting away the dishes. This fire feels amazing. The temperature finally dropped a little bit. We haven't had a fire in a while, and that's because we never know when our next shower is going to be. So when they already have showers here, we figured might as well have a fire too, and then we'll shower tomorrow. Thanks for building the fire.
That's great. Feels great.
It is rainy out today. We just took Barkley for a walk, but it feels nice and cool, so we'll take it. But we do need to put our bikes away, so we're gonna get to that this morning so they don't get really wet and just start packing up. Like we said before, it's not the easiest task. We don't love doing this because they are extremely heavy. Each one is about 50 pounds, but when we have them and we use them, it is worth it. So maybe one day we'll get a bike rack. All right, we got everything put away, and now it is time to go shower. Connor already left because, let's be honest, he moves way faster than I do. I'm just having my breakfast now, just some yogurt and granola, and then I'll also head to the shower. Why not? Who turns down a hot shower when it's available? So we're gonna go do that.
That was such a nice shower. It's not too often you get hot and clean and like a spacious shower on the road. So whenever you get all three of those, it makes for a really enjoyable experience. So far, we've been blown away with the cleanliness and just how nice this campground is in North Dakota. So we're very appreciative to the staff here for keeping everything so nice and clean, and it's definitely making it worth the money we had to spend. The sites are kind of nice because you can pay different amounts based on what you need. We picked primitive sites, and I think it was like 17 a night, and then it goes up to like 25 or 30 for electric and water, and then even more if you want full sewage hookups. We didn't need that this trip, so we'll take the cheaper rate. We're going to go ahead and dump our tanks on the way out, just because we don't know exactly what our next few days have in store, so we might as well start with a fresh, empty tanks and full of fresh water. Tanks are dumped, freshwater's full. We're ready for the rest of North Dakota.
Well, I hope you guys enjoyed coming along with us in our first night in North Dakota. I obviously had no idea where we were going. Per usual, Connor found this place and it was amazing, right on the water, and they keep it really clean.
We're sorry we didn't end up filming any more in Minnesota. We had a great time there and we definitely plan on going back to show you guys more of the state. Either way, we had a really good first couple nights in North Dakota. We're gonna continue working our way west through the state, and so hopefully we can get one more video here before we end up dipping into Montana. But we hope you guys enjoyed coming along with us as we explored Graham Island.
If you guys liked this video, give us a thumbs up and don't forget to subscribe. Thank you guys for watching.
Hope you have a large day. We will see you next time.
Bye guys.